Hello, hopefully you've had a chance to have a look at some of the previous videos where we've broken down basic Pilates exercises into their kind of constituent parts that can help you understand how to move really efficiently and well. In this short video we're going to look at putting all of those elements together just to give you a class as part of your home exercise program, and it's likely if you're watching this you've been directed here by one of the team. So come to lay down on the mat. As always with any exercises you take, you really want to monitor how you feel, so have a moment when you land down to wiggle, shuffle, just have a sense of where you connect to the ground. So think about your back of your head landing, your shoulders, the back of your pelvis, and as always you can always prop up the back of your head with a folded towel or a cushion. And then check in, so you kind of think about your energy levels and how hard that you want to work or feel you're capable of working, and you always stay within your limits. Start to come into your breath, so you breathe in and out. You notice how the rib cage changes shape with every breath. As you breathe in, you might find a widening, a lifting of the chest, the rib cage, the belly. And as you breathe out, that drawing in as the muscles start to contract, to pull in and down. So as you take your lovely fluid breaths, starting to think about our connection to our centering, that sense of the corset that we wear, or that imaginary corset that draws in at the base of the exhale and the lift into the pelvic floor. So you breathe in, there's expansiveness. As you breathe out, thinking about a lifting up, a drawing in through the lower abdomen. And again, as always, we don't work on that at 100%. It's not grasping or holding, it's just a gentle connection to the muscles through the lower abdomen and around the rib cage. So have a wiggle of your feet, just have a toes down, then heels down, lifting the toes, so you're almost rocking back and forth through your toes, and then you can settle the feet down, try and have them about hips width apart, toes pointing down to the bottom of the mat so the feet are parallel. And I always find it's really helpful to have my hands onto my hip bone so I have an idea of whether I'm rocking or rolling. You would have noticed in the previous videos how important it is to create stability through the pelvis. So take a breath in to start. And on your exhale, we're going to lift the right knee over the right hip. Breathe in to hold and breathe out to lower with control the foot back down to the ground. Take a breath in to start, find connection to your centre through the lower abdomen, and your breath out will be to lift. Breathing in to hold and breathing out to lower the left foot. Inhale to start. Exhale, find connection, float the right knee over the right hip. Breathe in to hold the legs still and breathe out, lower with control. Repeat onto the left side, breath in, breath out, lift the left knee. Breath in to hold and a breath out to lower. Breath in to prepare, find connection to your centre, lower abdomen dials up. You breathe out, lift the right knee. Breathe in to hold, breathe out to lower. In to start, out to lift. In to hold, out to lower. See if you can keep that connection to your belly. Breath in and out to lift. We're going to speed up a little bit. We're going to inhale to lower the foot and inhale to lift the left. Exhale to lower the foot. Inhale to lift the right. Exhale to lower the foot. Inhale to lift the left. So you see we're walking in space. Inhale and exhale. So one breath, one movement. Lifting one leg and then the other as though you're walking. Imagine you're almost walking in slow motion though, so you're not rushing or forcing. You are holding the pelvis steady, so do keep your fingertips on your hip bones if you can, and you might start to feel that change in demand around the lower abdomen and belly, lifting one leg on one breath and lowering, and then the other. So I'm being really conscious not to tip and roll the pelvis in any way, keeping my spine nice and long. I'm almost feeling like that pelvic floor and lower abdomen lifting the whole way through these exercises, but you can hear I'm still able to breathe as I'm doing these exercises and holding. Right leg lifts and lowers, left leg lifts and lowers. One last time on each side. And then land your feet down to the ground. Take a big breath in, sigh the breath out, and then reset. So you might have another wiggle onto your mat. It's quite nice to take a pelvic tilt here, so you can flatten the spine down and lift the pubic bone and then roll towards your tailbone just a couple of times, so you find your extremes in both flexion and extension, and then settle somewhere in between. Little space underneath the back of your waist. Fingertips land back onto your pelvis. So we'll work onto our bent knee fall out. Breathing in, and on your breath out, lowering the right knee out towards the side. Remember, you have an imaginary cup of water on your left knee, so we hold that steady. We're not tipping over to the right, nor we're letting the left knee fold out to the left, and then lift your right knee up. Let's work just with the right knee to start with. Breathe in, and breathe out to lower. Breathe in to lift, and breathe out to fold the knee out towards the right. In to lift, and out to lower. Now you can sometimes get quite passive, so you just let the knee kind of roll out, roll in without finding connection to your belly and abdomen. So see if you can come back to that sense of just holding enough to support the pelvis, stopping it tipping and rolling as the knee folds out towards the right and then up through center. The breath out is to lower the knee, and the breath in to lift. Pause there, we'll take it over towards the left. So secure your right foot to the ground, breath in to start, reconnect, so set your center, lift into pelvic floor, and breath out, left knee rolls out towards the left and lifting up. Rolling out towards the left, you breathe out and in to lift. Out to lower and in to lift. Really controlled movement. So these can seem quite slow, but it is that control that you start to develop through the full range of movement when you really do support through the trunk and the core muscles and allow the hip just to let the knee roll out and up. And you only work to your range of movement. Remember that, so if you have any pain in your lower back, you won't perhaps take the knee quite so far. You'll just allow the knee to settle while still maintaining control. We'll just do another 2 or 3 here. Out to the side, into lift. Knee rolls out to the side and up. One more, out to the side and lift, and you can kind of let that tension through your belly go. Maybe take another pelvic tilt or 2 here. This is a really good way to pause in between. The other thing that can feel quite nice is just pull one knee in towards your chest. Maybe give it a little sway side to side. If you feel comfortable to bring both knees in, have a little curl up, so you're really lengthening through the lower spine as you do this, coming into spinal flexion. You can see I'm just rocking side to side, and we'll land the feet back down onto the mat. Reconnect to the sense of length from crown of head to tail, coming back into your breath. Expanding as you breathe in through ribs, and your exhale, see if you can find that gathering and drawing in, hugging and holding through the lower abdomen. Breath in to expand, breath out, lifting into pelvic floor. Okay, and when you're ready, you breathe in to set. You breathe out, lift the right knee. Breathe in to hold. And breathe out, open the knee out towards the side. Make sure you don't tip into the right side. You're going to pull down into your left side. Lift the knee up and land the foot down. Take a breath in. Breathing out, lift the left knee. Breathe in to hold. And breathe out, lower your left knee out towards the side. Again, watching you're not tipping over towards the left, so pull down into your right side. You can use fingertips on hip bones to remind yourself. Lift the knee up through centre and land the left foot down on the ground. Breathe in. Breathing out, the right knee will lift into the pelvic floor, control through your lower abdomen. Breathe in here to hold. And breathe out, opening the knee out towards the side. Pull down into the left side of your pelvis. Inhale to lift the knee up. Exhale to lower. Breathe in to start. Exhale, lifting the left knee. Inhale to hold. Exhale to lower out towards the side. Pull down into the right side of the pelvis. You can notice that drawing in through the lower abdomen, lifting your knee up and lowering the left foot. Breath in. Breath out to lift right knee. In to hold. Out to open. In to lift. Out to lower the foot. Breath in to start. Breath out, left knee lifts. Breath in to hold. Breath out, left knee opens. Breath in to lift. And breath out to lower. Let's just do a couple more on each side. Inhale to start. Exhale to lift the right knee. Inhale to hold. Exhale to open out towards the side. Breathe in to lift the knee back through centre. Breathe out to lower your right foot down. Breath in to start. Connect all the way through your centre. Breathe out to lift the left knee. Breathe in to hold. And breathe out to open the left knee to the side. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Have a sway of your knees side to side. See if you can just feel that rocking through the back of the pelvis. Weight into the right side, weight into the left. And maybe pull one knee in towards your chest, then the other. You have an option here to pull your thighs in towards your body and bring your nose towards your knees, really flexing into your spine. And then allowing yourself to lengthen all the way back down. You can do that again. Pull your thighs in towards your body as you lift your nose towards your knees. And then allow yourself to lengthen all the way down. Land your feet. You can have another shuffle or a wiggle there. And then maybe roll yourself onto your side and press yourself up. And there, we've finished that simple class. So we've just put all of those elements all together. And don't worry, just if you can get used to the exercises individually, then you can work at your own pace. You can even do your own combinations of the things that you really like most of all. But you will find the focus really needs to be on holding that pelvis really steady, not letting it rock and roll and tip and turn, and holding onto the lower abdomen as much as you can. Now with that, just as a word of advice, when we go about our daily lives, we don't hold on to that sense of tone through our lower abdomen 100% of the time. That's really not where I would like you to go with your exercises. These are specific to these exercises. When you go about your daily activities, you really want your core muscles to respond to that load. We want to, if you were picking up a shopping bag, it would be very different than if you were picking up, say, a lawnmower. So we'd want more response, more kind of connection to core if we were picking up something heavier than something light. And that's what we want. We don't want to be dialed up to 100% of the time. We really want the body to respond in the most appropriate way. And sometimes when we have any illness or conditions, we can get a little bit out of sync of that. So that's sometimes when we come to Pilates exercises or yoga or your home exercise prescription, that we can start to be really specific about trying to get the muscles to work in what we call synergistic fashion. So they're working together in a real optimal way. Hopefully that made sense, just as a starter point to set you on track with Pilates. As always, you can call the team if there are any if you practice this and there are any symptoms that are unexpected and you stop, please contact us so that we can help to support you. Thank you very much.